Yes, we are live. Yes, we are live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our talk show, Football Fanspire, a talk show that brings you everything about football through its fans. A candid conversation with fans about the matches, team performance, player transfer, and more. If you do like the show, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and it's on to Jaideep.
All right, thank you very much, Jessica. That was a wonderful introduction. A very warm welcome to all our viewers on the Fanspire podcast. This is our third podcast, and obviously, on this podcast, we're going to be discussing the Europa League finals. We had a wonderful finals last night, and of course, followed by the Champions League finals. And we would like to introduce our Inter fan. We have an Inter fan all the way from Milan, Monza, and that's Tommy. Is Tommy there? Okay, I think we have some issue with Tommy and Monza, so we have another Inter fan. Hi, Vineet. How are you doing?
I'm good, but not so good after last night's
Last night, yes,
match.
the
Yes,
result didn't go your way, but it was a wonderful match. Wonderful
definitely.
match.
uh,
You guys started very brightly. You started very brightly. Got the early goal. What went wrong?
I guess you can say we took the foot off the pedal because,
Okay.
like as you mentioned, our start was brilliant. We won the penalty. Lukaku was playing really well, but once we were 1-0 up, Sevilla just went back to their own thing. The high pressure, quick passes. So we were not able to deal with it. And Martinez, Lukaku were completely out of the game. And if
Yeah.
strikers are not there, yeah, our main
Two,
goal scorers were not involved.
So two unexpected goals and from set pieces by Luke De Jong. Nobody expected that. So he took everyone by surprise.
Definitely, like we knew when he was named in the starting lineup, we knew he was a threat because he was named in the final for a starting lineup. He's already experienced. Plus, in the semis as well, he got the winner against Man United. So we
Okay.
knew he was a threat, but two set pieces, two headers, especially the second one. I like being an Inter fan, I still feel it was a brilliant goal, but I think we should have done a bit more.
So that's the irony because Conte usually sets his team so well defensively. He's a typical Italian coach, and he sets his team. His teams are always very well organized, very compact. So that was a very big surprise that Luke De Jong was able to get through those uh, set pieces and score. So that was a surprise.
I think so. Like not only like the whole season, Inter's defense has been slightly up and down. Few match
Okay.
like against Shakhtar, it was brilliant. Maybe Shakhtar was putting in pressure, but still it was brilliant. The matches at the end of Serie A were brilliant. But
All
you
right.
can say even Sevilla's defense, even we were posing the same threats in set pieces, like a second goal. When Godin scored the goal, it was a
All
set
right.
piece and similar range
Right.
from which Sevilla scored.
There's an
So
instant. It was an instant reply, I think.
yeah, yeah. So over there I felt that we could have gone on to score and win the match comfortably, but
Right.
unfortunately it wasn't given.
So first half was explosive. We got 4 goals. You went into halftime 2-all. Conte was so animated, so animated. At one point, I thought he might
Yeah.
see a red card, and
I
that's
I
typically
was afraid
Conte.
of it. I was afraid of it, but being like even I like sitting at home watching the TV, we can feel the animations in ourselves as well. Like yes, there are a few decisions which are not there, like for us, but yes. So
Right.
I guess it
Sorry,
was
we are not trying
justified
to
why he
rub
was
it in,
angry.
but that's a victorious Sevilla team celebrating the sixth Europa
Yes,
Cup win for them.
the
All
Royals,
right,
the Royals.
Vineet. So Vineet, now the
Yes.
question here is from here to where? I mean, obviously, there's going to be fine tuning to the squad, but the million-euro question right now is Conte going to remain in the job? Because there is rumors flying thick and fast, and that this could be the end of the line for Conte.
Uh, honestly saying, I would love to watch Conte stay because the things he gets in a team is like it's his first season. But like post match, he specified that even I'm not sure about the future. So he's going to have a
Okay.
word with the board. So I guess hope for the best that Conte stays because the transfers coming in like Hakimi, Christian Eriksen
Yeah.
already there, Alexis Sanchez
Right.
permanent. I guess it
Yes.
would be a good season next season.
Right. So that's what you need as a club, as a team. You want continuity. But
Yes,
this is the story of Conte. Wherever he goes, he's always clashing with the club, with the board, and which not necessarily augurs well. Some clubs might take it, but I don't know how Inter see the whole scenario. So everything is up in the air. This is the worst case scenario. And if Conte were to go, you think it would be Allegri who would be in the job?
rumors are yes, it is going to be Allegri.
Is
That
he
if
the favorite?
Conte goes, yes, he is the favorite. I wouldn't mind
Okay,
Allegri as well, but like you said, there needs to be some stability in the team.
absolutely.
The signings which were made by Conte and not by Allegri. So it's better if Conte stays as well.
Right. So while Vineet was answering, here's a quick look of what's happened during the week. And we had a spectacular final yesterday. Sevilla, the Europa royalty, went on to beat Inter 3-2. Fantastic game. During the week, PSG just too strong for Leipzig. Leipzig looked a little out of their depth. They just didn't have the firepower to counter the individual brilliance of PSG. And Angel Di Maria, of course, had a spectacular game. He put in a man of the match performance. And finally, it was the Bayern Munich. Lyon started ever so brightly. First 10-15 minutes, they could actually have gone up a couple of times. They could have gone 2-0 up, but they were a little unlucky. Bayern got lucky with the ball hitting the upright. And thereafter, it was Bayern all the way. They took complete control of the game, and in the end, they had far too much quality for Lyon's team. So that's a quick wrap up during this week. And Vineet, thank you very much for your perspective. And we are looking forward. In fact, the Serie A season is almost starting, is it? We are around the corner. I think the French league has already started. And
French league will start, but yes, you can say within a month we are starting with the Serie A again.
all right.
So no rest.
So for your sake, and for the sake of all the Inter Milan fans, we'll keep our fingers crossed that all the differences are ironed out. Conte does remain in the hot seat, because if he does remain and they have that continuity, Inter could really do well and pose a problem to Juventus. Monopoly. They have actually had a monopoly over the Serie A title, which is not really good, but we'll have to wait and watch. So thanks again, Vineet.
Yes.
And
Thank you,
before we
Jagin.
move on
Thank
to
you
the
for having me.
next, yeah, before we move on to the next segment, one quick trivia, and we're going to ask the quiz of the day. We have a very nice question. The trivia, of course, is related to Sevilla, the Europa royalty, 6 times winner of Europa title. And the amazing part is every time they have been in the finals, they have won it. So it's 6 out of 6. They are unbeaten in the finals, and that is quite amazing. It's a spectacular record. And that is, we call them the Europa royalty for a reason. All right, the question of the day, and it's a very interesting question again. And we all know that the Champions League winners, Real Madrid, are 13 times Champions League winner, and they have an amazing record in the finals. They have played 16 finals and won 13 times. But the question today is, which is the team which has lost the maximum number of the Champions League finals? Which team has lost maximum number of the Champions League finals? I need the answers in twofold. I need the name of the team, and I want to know the number of times they have lost. Which team has lost the maximum number of Champions League finals? I repeat, name of the team and the number of finals that they have lost. Okay, we now are going to move on to the next segment, and the most anticipated segment, and that is we are going to be previewing the Champions League finals, and we have two wonderful fans with us, and we have Clafasio the Paris Saint-Germain fan, and we have Klaus Gundelach all the way from Bavaria, Germany. A very warm welcome to both of you.
Hello. Hello, guys.
Thank you, JD. Hi.
All right. So I'm going to go to our foreign fan first. Klaus, how are you feeling? Looking forward to the finals?
I'm very nervous and I'm very happy that Bayern
Okay.
München will play against PSG tomorrow night.
Right. So Klaus, very quickly tell us something about yourself. Which
Okay.
part of Bavaria you are from? You've been a fan of Bayern Munich for the longest time. I think over 30 years you're a registered member of the Bayern Munich fan. So very
Okay.
quickly for our viewers.
Yes. Okay. I'm coming from Germany. I'm living in Aschaffenburg, which is a town 70,000 inhabitants, northern Bavaria, and I'm fan since 1987. I'm a member of Bayern Munich. This means I have a very small member number. It's 4,800 from
Okay.
300,000. So I'm very proud
Right.
about this. And it's
Fantastic.
really this is my heart club. I'm
Absolutely.
a very kinetic fan in my heart.
All right. Wonderful. So Klaus, I'm going to move over to Clafasio, the PSG fan. He's decked up in his PSG jersey. As we were talking before, Clafasio did the first finals for the PSG. I thought it is the second, but Clafasio did clarify that this is the first ever finals. And in fact, today during the day, I was watching Jose Mourinho. He was previewing the finals, and he went on record to say that, it's a failure on the PSG's part not having won the Champions League yet, especially after the amount of money that they have spent. So, your take on it?
I guess I guess he's right in some part, but it's not only all about the money. See, Thomas Tuchel has brought a discipline in the team, and
Okay.
which we followed. That is the reason we reached the first final. But
All
the
right.
other managers that were there, I don't think they brought a particular discipline. It was just the board buying in star players, and then the manager tried to fit them in. So I would say
Okay.
that discipline and money both mattered in this stage.
So, you think Thomas Tuchel is doing a good job, better job than Ancelotti and the manager before Ancelotti?
Yes, definitely. He's doing a great job than Ancelotti, Laurent Blanc, and even Unai Emery.
Okay.
I guess it's that he's got that X factor in him, wherein he has proper tactics for each and every match, and he knows how to rotate his players at the right point of time.
Okay. So it's a tough job. We all know it's a very tough job, especially when you have superstars and
Yes.
managing the equals. So far, Thomas Tuchel has done a good job. Klaus, the fact that Thomas Tuchel, the German, is managing PSG and is going to be playing against us. He knows the Bundesliga inside out. He has coached Mainz. He has coached Borussia Dortmund. He knows Bayern Munich, the way they play. So there's a lot of familiarity in the finals for both the teams. So how do you see? You think that's a big advantage for Thomas Tuchel?
I think it is an advantage to know Bayern Munich, but on the other hand, I read that Hansi Flick was there in Paris in 2018, and
Okay.
he is a very good friend of Thomas Tuchel. So they know
Oh, there you
each
go.
other very good. I read it yesterday. So
Okay.
so they are friends, and I think Hansi Flick again. He is a young man and a young
Yeah.
trainer. He made a very good job within the
Right.
last months, and I think it's pari. It's 50-50. Yeah.
Okay. It's an open game. It's for anyone's. The only big advantage, my guess, is that Bayern Munich has the experience. They won it as way back in 2013. There are 4 5 players who were part of it. So they're being there. That's a big advantage that they will have. So Clafasio, you think being there for the first time, there might be some nerves. There might be some stage fright of the fact that you're playing a first Champions League finals.
Yeah, I would say that there is a stage fright, but also there will be that stint of confidence that they came through this and finally achieved it as a team.
All
So
right.
we are very happy actually to be in the finals, and I know that each and every player right there is going to give their best and give their all.
Right, I have absolutely no doubt. And we saw the celebrations after you beat Leipzig in the semi-finals, and everyone was just going ballistic. So, which is fabulous. Everyone looking forward. Klaus, the way Bayern Munich has played under Flick, the fact that Flick has done such a fantastic job taking over from Niko Kovac, did it surprise you?
I think the most important thing is Bayern Munich is a team. They have really this team um, activism. They play as a team, and this is very important. They lost it about Kovac a little bit, so there were individual players, and now really they fight for each other, and this is fantastic to see.
Yes. I remember, Klaus, the last time when we met, when you were in Mumbai, and at that point of time, I remember Pep Guardiola was coaching Bayern Munich. And if you remember, a very this similarity to what Flick is doing with the Bayern Munich, very similar to what Pep Guardiola is doing. And now the most sought after question, both the games Bayern Munich against Barcelona and against Olympic Lyon were very slow to start. The first 10-15 minutes, Barcelona created chances. They could have taken the lead. In fact, they did take the lead, but they could have consolidated the lead. And same with Olympic Lyon. They started very brightly. They could have taken a couple of goals. They could have scored a couple of goals. And the high line of defense, that is the weakness of the Bayern team. So how do you think Flick is going to continue? Will he continue with the same game plan? Do you think tomorrow they will sit back a little bit? Because he can play Bayern in a lot of different ways. He can play Bayern in a lot of different ways. But how do you see Hansi
Okay,
Flick setting the team up tomorrow?
I think he has this plan. The plan will be that Pavard will play, Thiago
Oh,
will be
okay. That's
outside.
interesting.
I'm nearly called with Hansi Flick some minutes
Okay.
ago, and
All right.
no, but
We are
I
getting
think
the
there will
inside
be.
news.
You see about against Lyon, they were very offensive, yeah, and they have to make more defensive. This means Pavard, Kimmich will be the sixth, and I think Leon Goretzka will be the double six. So with Kimmich and
Oh, so you think
Goretzka, yes,
okay.
they will
So
make this tough
you
because you
expect
have to see
expecting Thiago to be on the bench.
Mbappe and Neymar. They are they are too fast. They are crazy good. These two.
Okay. All right. So that's very interesting because this is something I've not contemplated. Sitting here thousands of miles away from Munich and Germany, I was certain that Hansi Flick is he's going to be play an unchanged team because Pavard is coming from an injury. So I don't know whether he's going to be completely match fit. Even if he's match fit, will he be fit enough to track down Mbappe? The speed of Mbappe is always going to be very frightening. For that matter, even if Kimmich continues playing at the right back position, he's going to have his hands full. So now we got a completely new perspective from Klaus that Pavard will start, and Kimmich and uh, Leon Goretzka will play in a double pivot as number six. That would give a
Yes.
lot of solidity. Clafasio, what is your take on this?
I feel that what Klaus says is absolutely right because if they play Kimmich as the number six, it gives them the X factor of his passing as well as his defensive output. And
Okay.
while comparing the speed of Mbappe, I don't think anyone on that right side would be able to. But Benjamin Pavard has played during the practice sessions when he was in France. So
Okay.
probably he'll know a gist about one thing or two. Like about Mbappe, what would he do and all that. So I would
All right.
rather go with Kimmich playing in the central midfield position than playing him as the right back.
All right. Okay, before I continue asking them some more important questions, and of course, we want a prediction from both the players. We want them to stick their neck out and make the prediction. Very quickly, we've asked a quiz question, and I hope the answers are coming in. Please leave your answers in the comments section, and we will be picking the lucky winner. And we got a prize worth 750 rupees from the sponsor. We have a sponsor for this quiz question and brand called Chups, which are flip flops. And yes, there we see the brand and fantastic prize, lovely branded flip flops for the winner of the correct answer. And again, I repeat, if we've asked a question, we want the answer in twofold. We want the name of the team and the number of finals that they have lost. So before I move on again to Clafasio and Klaus, there's a very interesting trivia. And Clafasio, that's something I want to take your opinion on it. That Gnabry and Lewandowski, they are the deadliest duo right now in Europe. They have surpassed Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale
And
from the
Gareth Bale.
2013-14 season. And both of them had combined scored 23 goals. These guys, having played fewer games, and plus they have a final in hand, they've already surpassed. They've scored 24 goals. Lewandowski is on 15. Gnabry is on 9 goals. And what do you make out of it?
Yeah, they both are unstoppable. Like there's no doubt about it. But I guess we have been defensively sound during this entire tournament, conceding the least amount of goals. I guess it's 8. So the main key role I feel here in this match will be played by Keylor Navas. And
Okay.
it was a doubt that whether he'll play or not, but I guess he's completely fit and he'll start.
So that's
Yeah, but both of them are definitely unstoppable, and for one Bernat to stop Serge Gnabry is going to be a task on hand.
Yeah, so there's a lot of battles all over the field. There are German players in the Paris Saint-Germain team. There are 5 to 6 French players in the German team, which has never ever happened. In the past, we've had Willy Sagnol and we've had Lizarazu, but we've never had 5 to 6 French players in our team. Benjamin Pavard is there, Tolisso is there, Cuisance is there. Klaus, what do you make out of it? We know that French football is at all-time high. They've been producing fantastic youngsters, fantastic talent, and obviously Bayern is cashing it on the products that we are getting out of the French academies.
I think it's very good policy that they make this, that they have where they're working with their youth, own youth. We have a lot of young German men there. Yeah, if you look on Gnabry or Kimmich, that's very, very good. But we have to take some international ones, and I think the French ones are fantastic. Yeah.
All right. So now we come to the final thing, and now that is Clafasio and Klaus. We want your prediction. We want you to stick your neck out and give us the prediction for tomorrow night's game. Let's start with
Okay.
Clafasio.
Um,
I hope that Bayern München will win at 2-1.
Okay.
That's my thing.
2-1.
2-1.
Okay, Klaus says 2-1 for Bayern win. Clafasio, what is your prediction?
I feel that it's 3-2 to PSG, and Neymar's going to score that decisive goal.
Fantastic. So both the Bayern and the PSG fans have stuck their neck out. They've both gone for their respective wins, obviously, and we are really looking forward. The neutrals are looking forward to a fantastic game of football. A lot of attacking talent. I guess the game is going to be won and lost on which team defends well, and that's a little bit of a question mark about how well they defend from the front. And we'll have to just wait and watch for tomorrow's game. So thank you very much, Klaus, for sparing your valuable time, joining us all the way from Bavaria. You're obviously
Thank you so
enjoying the
much.
summer, and for your sake, I hope Bayern Munich has a wonderful game tomorrow. And we wish you all the best, and we hope to see you more often on our podcast.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks again. Clefasio, thank you so much for joining
Yeah.
us. This is the second
Thank
time
you so
you've
much,
come,
Jaydeep.
giving us a perspective of Paris Saint-Germain, and wish you all the best. And we hope to see you again. So
Definitely.
that's our panelists. And before we take the questions from the viewers, we would just like to bring to your notice, if you're enjoying this podcast, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And please spread the good word amongst all your friends about this podcast. As the podcast says, it is for the fans, by the fans, and we hope to have a lot more fans on this show. Okay, we have Vedant Roy out here with the first question is for Clefasio. So you think Nawaz will start ahead of Ariola? And Vedant, yes, Clefasio actually thinks it's going to be uh, Nawaz is fully fit and he's going to start. So is that the news has come in? Because there was still a question mark about it. Clefasio?
Uh, yes, there
Is
is. It's like almost 90% that he will play, and
okay,
just because of his experience, I think Thomas Tuchel will definitely go with him. And
all right,
Areola this season hasn't played that much, even in Real Madrid. So I do
all
not
right.
think that Areola is going to start.
Okay, wonderful. We'll take the next question, and I hope Klaus is still there and backstage. Do we have any more questions coming in, Nishad? All right. Before we get more questions, we would also like to announce the winner to the quiz question that is asked, and I'm going to now pass it on to Jessica, who is going to announce the winner. Over to you, Jessica.
Thanks, Jaydeep. So the winner who answered the question correctly was Pranav. Congratulations, Pranav, as you win the amazing flip flops worth 750 from Chups. Congratulations, Pranav.
It is Juventus. It is number 7, and Pranav is one of those die-hard Barcelona fans. Obviously, not the best of time, but he is very hopeful things are going to turn around. And I wish he was there because it would have been wonderful to get his view on the change. Already, Ronald Koeman has been appointed the coach of the Barcelona team, and there's obviously going to be a lot of changes happening out there. So everyone's looking forward to seeing the upheaval or the changes at the Barcelona. It's going to be a complete transition out there. And of course, the million euro question is Lionel Messi going to be there at Barcelona for the next season? All right, Jessica, I don't think there's okay, Pranav is asking the question, looking at Bayern's shaky defense, will it be suggested to start Alaba? Klaus, there's a question from you from our viewers. I'm so sorry, I thanked you and I'm glad you're still there. The question for you, Bayern's shaky defense, will it be suggested to start Alaba?
Yes, I think Alaba will, in every case, he will play because he's very, very strong in the defense. But as I already told you, I think there will be really more defense than against Barcelona or against Lyon.
So, Klaus, taking away from this same question, you think Boateng will start, or you think you're expecting Nicholas Zule to start?
Pardon?
Because
Uh, once again, please, Jay.
Boat, yeah, I'll ask you again. Jerome Boateng was substituted at halftime with a muscular problem.
Yes,
Nicholas Zule came in. He is much quicker than Boateng, has slowed down considerably. So you think Flick at the back of his mind might be thinking, I'm better off playing Nicholas Zule, or you think it will be Boateng starting?
I think the second one, if there is no muscular problem with Boateng, I'm definitely sure that Boateng will start again because
Okay.
we saw that
All right.
Süle is not so safe because he was injured a long time.
Right. And of course, Boateng is an experienced campaigner. So,
Yes,
as Klaus says, probably Flick will rely on his experience. And they formed a good partnership.
yes.
Boateng and Alaba have formed a very good uh, central defensive partnership. There's another question coming from Irvin D'Souza. Klaus, this is for you again. Do you think
No,
Coutinho will start instead of Perisic?
no, I don't. I think maybe for Perisic, Coman will start because
Okay.
Coman, he played as a youth person. He played with PSG. He knows PSG, and I think he has a motivation. He has everyone has a motivation, but
Right. Yeah.
just Coman will have a double motivation, but not
True.
Coutinho.
Okay. So my personal take is the only reason Perisic will start probably is because he's got this fantastic work rate. He works really hard in the midfield,
Yeah.
tracks back a lot, and the same cannot be said probably about Coman. So chances are that it will be Perisic who will probably start ahead of. Uh, all right, Dennis Fernandez, Klaus, you are a man in demand. All the questions are coming to you. Will Leva break the all-time record of most goals scored? So that record
It
remains
would
with
be so great.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and I
Yes.
think Lewandowski needs 2 goals to equal and 3 to probably break.
Uh, honestly speaking, I don't think against PSG he can make 2 goals, but okay, God knows, yeah. It would be very fine, but I think also Gnabry or Müller, Thomas Müller, everyone can make a goal. That would be fine.
Very true. So Bayern Munich's been getting goals from the midfield, from the fullbacks, from all over the park. So anyone could be scoring goals. Vedant Roy, Clafasio, are you trusting Mbappe to be decisive, or will Neymar stay at the top?
I guess both of them are going to play a very important role, and both of them have to be there for full 90 minutes because I guess that bond that they have between them, they know each other very well. So I would say that both are very decisive and both are very important to the team.
And they do tend to interchange their
Yes,
position.
yes,
Mbappe
definitely, yeah.
tends to come into the center position. Neymar does tend to go and play wing. So they
Go
keep
and
changing
win.
their position, and that so it's going to be very interesting. Okay, Vineet has got a question for Clafasio. Do you personally think the pace in PSG's attack will help to get in behind Bayern's high line, which is slightly risky? That is the
Yes,
most.
I have like this campaign. I've been hearing that Bayern is impenetrable and all, but the Barca game and the Lyon game, when I watched it, you could get behind them, and with the amount of pace on our team, I guess we will break their high line of defense and put it to rest and put in the goal definitely.
All right. So yes, that's they are going to create chances. And Pranav Gyanjandani, PSG fan, do you think if PSG wins the final, Nevar would have been favorite to win the Ballon d'Or, or it would still be Leva? Pranav, let me answer this for you. Unfortunately, the Ballon d'Or has been cancelled. Very unfair because both Neymar and Lewandowski, they had wonderful season, and both were favorites. Probably, if as you asked the question, Neymar probably, if he had won and if he had scored, probably would have been one of the favorites. But sadly, the this particular award has been cancelled this year, so which is very uh, both the players would be very disappointed because they've had wonderful campaign. Vedant again, Clafasio, what is your reaction on Cavani leaving the club at such a crunch time? Do you think Chupo Moting is a good replacement for him?
I was a bit sad when Cavani left and didn't even extend his contract till the end of the Champions League. Uh, but for answering your question whether Choupo-Moting is a good replacement, definitely not at Cavani's level. But his work rate is absolutely awesome, and even Ander Herrera said it in the press conference. Like Choupo-Moting trains himself every day like it's the last game that he's going to play, and even a fact that he was not in the Champions League squad when at the start makes a great difference and shows that he has great potential to like be the best.
So not only Cavani, you had Thomas Meunier leaving, you had
Yes,
the other French starlet defender
Samuel
holding mid,
Eto'o,
yes, who has joined Bayern Munich. So
even
very
Adil Ayoub.
surprising.
Yes.
Yes, very surprising. You guys were not able to extend this contract like most of the other teams, for one month kind of a thing. Okay, Vedant Roy has asked this question to Klaus. Do you think Alfonso Davis can keep up with the pace and agility of Mbappe? So, okay, before Klaus answers this question, Vedant, let me put it on record that Alfonso Davis has been clocked to be the fastest player in Europe. So he's actually broken Mbappe's record. I think he is somewhere at 36 kilometers per hour, and Mbappe is not very far behind. But we're going to let Klaus answer this question. It's not going to be all about
Yeah,
pace, but
it's a very good question. Yeah, I think Alfonso Davis is a very fast player, but Mbappe has more experience. Yeah, so uh, Davis is 19 years old. You have to see. I think Mbappe 20 now or 21. I think,
but he's
but he
played
has
a
more.
lot of football.
Yeah,
He's played
yeah.
a lot of football. He's got a lot of experience. He's sitting with a World Cup medal, Mbappe. And it's going to be very interesting how Alfonso Davis does he keep a, does he defend, does he stay back, does he attack, because the further down the pitch and more possibilities for Mbappe to run behind him and create the problems. So it will be very interesting to see how
Very
Bayern line up.
correct. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I think with that, I'm going to pass on to Jessica, who's been very patiently sitting in the back room, and we're going to let Jessica now wrap up the show. Is Jessica there?
I think there is some technical issue with Jessica.
All right. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this podcast. We will be back again next week. We would like to thank all the panelists, Klaus, Clafasio, Vineet, all of them for taking out their valuable time. And we are really looking forward to tomorrow's finals. It's going to be a blockbuster finals between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. And please keep writing, give us your views, leave your views in the comment section. As I mentioned before, please like and subscribe to the Fanspire Football Podcast. Until we meet you again next Saturday. Thank you very much, all of you. Before we leave, I would like to thank the sponsors, Chubbs, and we also have another sponsor, Bounce. They are into the trampoline. So we would like to thank both the sponsors, Chubb and Bounce, for being part of the show. And thank you again to all the viewers and the panelists. Goodbye.